Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Okay, so where we left off with the last episode, we had just tapped into here and gotten access to the next planetoid. We also have tapped into space and are starting to build a rocket platform and a telescope. And we are continuing to try to get, okay, so it looks like we got some water coming out here because we're starting to get a little low. It's all dumped down here, and we're slowly suctioning it up and converting it to regular old water, not polluted water, because we have a geyser full of that, as well as brine. Probably should dig this stuff out so it doesn't melt and fall in, and looks like we already got some polluted water mixed in there, so we'll sort that all out and try to continue making progress on everything. Build another tile there to finish that up. The teleporter over here. Start tapping into those things relatively soon. We did complete another research just now. Let's keep going down the list here. We need to start getting this fourth type of research. That'll be pretty important. But we're going to need to get some more of the manufacturing stuff up and running before then. Looks like we have people sleeping in chlorine, which is probably not the best. There's some bleachstone, so let's try to get that bleachstone maybe under here. What's bleachstone under? Consumable ore. It's maybe a little bit of a higher priority to get that swept up. Let's get another thing built here. We actually have a puffed here, so that might do us a little bit of a favor and suck up all this chlorine. Probably not super healthy to be sleeping in chlorine, in a bunch of chlorine gas. Just a hunch. Okay, we got gas vent overpressure. This is at 2000. This guy is starving. Not exactly sure why. There's definitely mealwood here. But really doesn't matter. We at least have some Dracos moving around. Alright, I gotta figure out why they're not. They should just be eating this stuff. No. I will have to figure that out. Because they are not happy. They're glum. They're starving. I thought this was enough. Yeah, mealwood plants. Huh. Well, I'm not really sure why they're having a problem. It's like this ice still is not liquefied. 20 tons of it at a positive temperature. We have another little Dreklet egg there. Could probably tap into that. wrangle this guy too. Okay, we do have an observatory. We're going to need gas piping coming in this direction anyway, so let's go ahead and get that going. And we do need to get a, I think I'm going to dig out another section here. Not that far, because I got to build some tile here before I do that. But I do want to maybe get some glass making up and running. All right, still not. Just gonna do some mirth seeds there. Get some happiness maybe. These pips are just wandering around. Just taking a nap, huh? So I'm not really sure why they're not eating the mealwood, because they're definitely... Maybe they're not able to climb down, and maybe they need to be at the bottom to actually eat it. So let's move this ladder over and actually try to like maybe connect that. And we'll just take away a tile here so it's still a full-sized thing. Uh-oh. What did I do? Why is it outside of stable now? Oh, because it's too big? It's like, because that one's got to be built first. Okay. Did we just... Yeah. There you go. Now you're eating. Alright, let's deconstruct that to get that Draco unstuck. And then we'll just rebuild it immediately. Okay. Let's just do like an emergency build. Get that as fast as possible. Please don't get stuck in there again. Thank you. Alright. Alright, so they're eating. It's perfect. Crisis averted. Our calories are going up a lot. It looks like barbecue's back on the menu. Plenty of little hatchlings going bye-bye here. Okay, we do have this gas pipe being built. Looks like we are utilizing all, if not most, if not all of the oxygen that's coming up there. This needs to start pumping soon. Yeah, the threshold a little too high. Let's lower that to like 35 maybe? I don't know why I hit it where it was. I want to burn this all the time though. Why is it not going? I lowered it to nothing. Oh. I'm an idiot. This is the one I need to lower. Let's mop that up. Might as well mop that up too. Sweep action. We do have some sleep wheat growing here, which is kind of nice. Some oxygen flowing into the observatory. Looks like our researcher is on the list. It's on the list of their things to do. So we actually, if we go down here, we actually have some glass here. I don't know if it's enough glass, but it is glass. I wonder if we may be able to get a solar panel up and running. I'm not sure, but we can try. All right, let's go up here. We do kind of have to like level this out a little bit. It's a little questionable. Maybe we start off a little higher. Maybe not. Or maybe we only take, maybe we do the opposite of this and only take off the top layers. All right, let's see what we got when it comes to power. We got a solar panel. We do have enough to build 2, it looks like. So let's at least get those up and running. Might as well. We are exploring now. We go to the star map. I think we are starting to observe. That should start exposing all this stuff. Progress. I definitely need to get some glass manufacturing up and running. So I actually think I'm going to lower this high threshold because I want this to run the low threshold. I think we can leave low. I'm probably misunderstanding this. All right, so when the battery's 80% charged, No, I want... It's the low threshold I want higher. I want this running, like, all the time. And I only want this running when it gets too low. Okay. It'll be nice to get... Solar doesn't deliver a lot of power, but at least it's somewhat consistent power in that it'll just constantly pump into the battery bank, so it'll alleviate some of the need. Looks like our stress levels are dropping quite significantly. And I think that's partially to do with having some nicer beds going on here. I'm going to deconstruct these because I don't think they're needed anymore. Yeah, none of those three... Actually, none of these beds are assigned... They don't look like they're assigned to anybody. I'm just going to start deconstructing beds. Looks like we have a glossy Dreklet egg that was birthed. That ice is still not liquefied. All right, well, people need to start finding beds, apparently. Otto, you can have a bed. Harold, you can have a bed. Frankie, Bubbles, Nisbet, and Turner. All right, everybody's got a bed of some sort, well, except for Ren. Ren, sorry, you're out of luck. We could dig out another bedroom, I think. How wide are these? 6? Yeah. This chlorine should start clearing up. As oxygen keeps pumping. Although it is saying we're not generating enough oxygen now. Yeah, look at it. Ew. It is going, though. Can I just make this run, like, all the time? I need this running so that the oxygen keeps getting made. Maybe that'll help. Hey, we got our first solar panel. Very nice. All right, let's get another bed up and running. I'm gonna replace all these beds with plastic beds once I get it. But for the time being, a bed's a bed. Oh no. There we go. We do have a fair amount of Dracos now, which is kind of nice. This ranch is working pretty well overall. I do need to get some hydrogen going in here. And there is a hydrogen vent here, but it's super hot. So I have to be careful about how I handle that. I did want to start building into this general area. So I'm gonna start digging this out, put a water lock in here, and then try to like construct a room around this. This is getting fairly filled up. How's the water situation? It's still going down here. It looks like we're roughly breaking even. I don't see this going up that much, but it's not draining down to nothing anymore. All right, so we'll get glass blowing up and running. I really do have to get so this can store ice. Certainly don't need that to change. But I do need it to be sweep only, which is what these are. Alright, so we have more water over here. We could pretty easily tap into this. Alright, so we got Ren, you got a bed again. Enjoy. Should make dupe morale a little better. Looks like overall that's working pretty well. This still needs to get... It's a lot of water to pump out, so we'll give it time. It'll get there. How's this situation going here? All right, so that's pretty full. All right, so if we do one of these, let's build some tiles. We want to go down. We want the V shape. And then we will want to put a bottle emptier right there. Set this to priority 8. Let's cancel that mop action. Okay, so this is running all the time. Theoretically, running all the time now, because this is running whenever almost all the time. Which is good. Low oxygen generation message went away, so that means we are theoretically producing enough oxygen. Whether that oxygen's in the right places is a different story, but at least there seems to be some consistent oxygen flow now. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Getting that oxygen going. It's needed up here as well. All right, so we do need a glass forge. And this does output. It's tricky because it outputs a it's very hot. But it has to like fall onto something that's conductive. Let's do a liquid vent. So we have to siphon off some of the heat from the glass as it's made, otherwise the temperature is going to be super high when we go to build something with the glass, like a solar panel, and that's just going to get kind of messy. I almost want to drop the glass. Maybe I should. I almost want to drop the glass into this cold water. I wonder if I could make it that far. We could try. Let's see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? And scene. All right. Let's cancel that. Cancel that. Cancel that pipe build. I think I have the initial pipe built there. Yeah, it looks like it. All right, we will get some conductive wire going. We are a little low on wire here, so let's get a little more of this going. I've been hesitant to just like pump it out. We don't have any iron ore. It's not great. Let's get that going. We do want glass to be made from sand. Let's start with 90 of them. This will generate a ton of heat. Yeah, I know. I know it ain't consuming no power yet. That's fine. All right. So theoretically, dumping this hot, unreachable dig. Guess that means more ladders. For 89, all this stuff. Will I have enough copper to hook all the wire up? I'm not sure. I am making more, so at least there's that. But why is this output pipe full? Oh, because it's getting interrupted by all the water getting converted down here into fresh water. All right. Yeah, this spaghetti's gonna have to get fixed at some point. It's getting a little out of hand. Blueprint. Draclets. I will take it. Give me more Dracos. Don't know why there's just that ladder there. Alright, so we need to mop out current liquids here. Let's priority 7 this. Once I get that liquid out, I will do do the brine, because it doesn't generate any polluted oxygen, and make a little airlock, and then we can start tapping into this. Put a vent in there, or yeah, and then just pump out all the air. Some new planetoids detected as a result of some telescope work. Let's take a quick gander. Oh, hello. Sandy ore field. Okay, so we got some glass being delivered. Let's build a couple storage bins. put sand right here next to it and make it a little quicker. This is out again. Nice. So there's like times where we're producing too much power and times where we're not producing enough power. It's interesting. All right, let's see how this fluid situation goes. It hasn't outputted any glass over here yet. Although it was on. Oh, maybe it ran out of power while they were working on it. I could definitely see that being a thing. I'd like to get this hooked up. This would at least start generating a little extra power. Be nice to get to a point where just a ton of power, don't have to worry about it. Okay, so here we go. We do have the super hot fluids running through here. Very hot. All right, chop, chop, chop. We do have glass now. The temperature is dropping extremely rapidly because of the really cold water. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. It's not even heating up the water that much because there's not that much mass. All right, so we want to put sand in here. Filtration medium. Copy settings. We want this to be like priority 9. We want as much sand as possible to go in here. Okay, we have our first solar panel up and running, but the power connection is not quite built yet, so it's not actually doing anything. It's generating power, it's just not going anywhere. Don't know where the suit went. Let's deliver a suit. Alright, so that glass is cooling down. It's pretty good. I would really love for that to not be an issue. This whole power situation. I'm not super stoked about it. Let's up that to priority 9. I really want to get that done. Nothing can be done if I don't have more power. I mean, I could always just build a couple more coal plants, but I really want to get solar up and running and like a whole thing across the entire... I want all of it. We got some power being generated again, which means oxygen's being generated again. It's always a plus. We got some hatches running amok here. Let's kill them off. Looks like we got plenty of food right now. We don't have to worry about that. Alright, so it looks like we have kind of the reed fiber situation taken care of. I would love we do have some hydrogen here. We have a kind of a unique opportunity. I kind of have to get this up and running first. My thought is we got the ventilation here, right, with all the oxygen. Build a suit so that people, atmo suit, so that people going in here won't be consuming any air that's in here at all. And then fill the atmo suit with this oxygen, empty the pipe out. Cut the pipe out up here. And then bridge it across here and put a pump here. Pump all the hydrogen out of here into here, which will fill the top layer with hydrogen, which will help make more of these glossy Dracos, which will generate plastic. So that's my current line of thinking. I think that's what I'm going to work on now. At least get the groundwork laid for that. Stations. We want atmo suit checkpoint. People walking in to get an atmo suit. And we're going to want an atmo suit dock here. He's glowing. I think there's some radiation action going on there. Whoops, I'm sure I did something there. This is still not liquefied. It's 1.4C. It's interesting. Sweep this out. Okay, this is now connected. In combat. What were you in combat with? Okay. So, producing 230-ish watts. Not consistently, but at least producing it. We do have enough for another solar panel, so I will get that going. We have to get this up and running. Building entombment. What is going on there? All right, dig that out. Yeah, we have to solve this power situation. This is getting a little out of hand. At least we got 2 solar panels up and running. That will at least feed a little bit of power into the system. Let's priority 8 all of this. Our water's slowly but surely dripping down, being converted into regular water and being dumped into here. We must be consuming it at a pretty quick pace because it's been right about the tip of these lockers the entire time, regardless of this constantly running and filtering. So I have a feeling we're going to need to be tapping into more water over here as we continue to progress. All right, so this is all sweeped out here. I am going to want to put some brine. Do I have this one disabled? I just have it turned off, so okay. Looks like they're already starting to dump some in there, which is good. And some more glass manufactured. Got the solar panel built already, wow. I mean, we'll get even more pips going. Let them run amok. Crazy pips. Why are we not? Yeah, just got other priorities. Well, I mean, power should be a pretty big priority. Nothing can run without it, so... Including oxygen. So we should probably put these on priority 9, maybe. It'd be nice once we get the automated systems up so that that doesn't happen. Alright, we got some hydrogen pumping. We got a little trickle of power coming in from these guys all the time. And we're just going to keep it going here. Let's see, priority 9 on that. Can get that up and running, and that would be a good thing. I have to be careful with prioritization because, you know, if you make everything a priority 9, it's the same as everything being priority 5. So I'm trying to, like, differentiate, but it's... I just want them to do everything as fast as possible. I probably need more dupes. You know, 16's not a super high number, but I need to see some dupes worth getting. I've been glancing at them as I've been going to the printing pod and haven't been overly impressed with most of them, or at least their side effects. We do have 3 solar panels hooked up. We should probably start carving some of this stuff down. We could do like 4 at a time and just carve it down to this level. I'll just let that go. We don't have enough glass, I don't think, yet to build another one anyway. It is nice, though, to have this extra just trickle of power coming in. You know, we definitely need it. Our batteries are empty, even with 3 coal generators running all the time. And it is affecting our oxygen generation. Once they get this chopped down, I can have them start doing another another 4 height. There's some tiles being built over there. Alright, our Draco Farm seems to be going pretty well. One of them did die. That was probably the elderly one. But we do have an egg in the hatching thing. We have 2 eggs here. 3 eggs. 2 regular and 1... Okay, so we do have... Alright, so let's build a atmosuit dock. Might want to build 2 there. Let's priority 9 that. Ventilation, let's get that in there. Power. These do use a little bit of power. I'm going to try to do it off of this line, but I have a feeling that's going to end pretty bad. This line has some availability, so I think I'm going to go across here and then deconstruct those lines. And let's just high priority all that stuff so it gets done as fast as possible. So now they are at least on separate circuits. And I think... Oh. I did not hook that in at all. So that should make this a little bit better. Let's deliver some atmo suits. We got oxygen flowing into there. So the only problem is I kind of overfilled this. I guess I could empty it out a little bit with this gas pump first, but I kind of overfilled this with too much oxygen, so the hydrogen won't push in because the pump's it's overpressured. But it's a solvable problem. You know, let's go get these done. Let's get that first, and then we can click the next one. All right, we have a lot of calories coming along, so that's working really well. Looks like they did level this off. We have enough glass for another. Let's keep that going. All right, well, we clearly have a couple issues here. Inconsistent power being one of them, which I'm trying to just quickly get this done to make that a solved problem, but it's a little questionable. I could definitely, there's other solutions I could definitely do, but I really want to bridge to the renewable, consistent power, and not have to rely on some of these resources. We are, as soon as this fills up and creates an airlock, I am going to go ahead and tap into this natural gas geyser, get that going. I do want that for, you know, maybe generating some power or just having a backup power, probably building out a storage grid for all the fuel, and then continue finishing up this Draco situation, trying to convert them to glossy Dracos so that I can have more consistent production of plastic without having to go the whole route of getting petroleum and dealing with all that nonsense. I might even build a second one of these just to have another one up and running. So anyway, we'll tackle that in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.